Hello, Shihan Steve here from Krav Maga Martial Arts. As we go into our second week of April, we're going to be going into the second week working on strength. Last week we worked with families specifically on physical strength, and we took, in fact, a beginning physical training test where we did push-ups and sit-ups, and the goal is that in the last week, the youth and adults that participate in that will be able to do better than they did in the first test. And of course, physical strength is one important element of the attribute of strength. This week we're going on into mental strength, though, and I have many different lessons that I'm going to be working on in the classes as pertains to mental toughness and mental strength, arguably even more important than physical strength towards the accomplishment and success of our goals. Today I want to share with you a special lesson that comes, I think, from this piece of knowledge on strength, specifically from one of my mentors, Jim Rohn. He had a little piece that I listened to recently where he talked about making something out of nothing and how one makes something out of nothing. And there were three specific steps that I want to share with you today. The first one is ideas and imagination. And that is having strong enough ideas, ideas so powerful that they become real to you. For those of us that have made the martial arts a lifestyle, I can still remember back many, many years ago before my first black belt, thinking what it was going to be like to become a black belt one day. I can remember later in my career, even when I was in the military, I can remember thinking about what it was going to be like to run this dojo. And I can think of many, many times along the way that my imagination has thought about the next evolutions for the dojo, or the KMMA Cafe, and what our building is going to be like next. There's, of course, in your own life, many experiences you can look to like this as well. You need to draw upon these as you think about new ideas of what you want to accomplish. Because the first step towards anything becoming real is for an idea to be strong enough. Jim talks about whether it's a hospital, the building of a hospital, or another building, whether it's the creation of a family or a business or whatever it may be. You have to be able to imagine it first. Ideas and imagination have to be strong enough. The next step is that you can have the ideas and imagination, but you have to believe that it can happen for you. And there's many, many different things that, of course, can aid to this. You know that we spend a lot of time working on the development of confidence and self-esteem at Krav Maga Martial Arts because it's such an important part of being successful. Towards the accomplishment of our dreams and goals and taking our ideas and imagination and making them real, you have to have resources and references that make you believe it can happen for you. These can come in the form of testimonials from friends. This can come from your building you up through your sensei and other teachers and mentor. This can happen from testimonials from yourself, wherein you've done it before, even wherein you've done something great before. I always like to believe that every time one of my students does make it through a black belt test, which at that point is very, very often the hardest and most challenging thing they've ever done, that this will form as a reference for their success in the future as a testimonial that, hey, if I did that, I can do anything. Closely related is step three, which is the magic to the miracle. Step three is taking the action, doing the work, embracing the disciplines that it takes to make our ideas come true. And we know that, of course, whether it's developing our physical fitness, whether it's earning our black belt, whether it's building a winning marriage or winning family or winning business, whatever it is, your deepest dreams and desires, that ultimately, once you've conceived it and once you believe it, now you have to go make it happen. And that's how you'll achieve it. I hope this video was useful to you. I'd love it if you'd send me some input. And of course, I'm going to love it even more training with you out on the mat this week. By the way, don't forget, the end of this week, we have an awesome gun defense seminar. I hope you'll join us for this as well.